Hey, I'm Cam Day. Welcome to the channel and to today's video. I'm happy you're here. I hope you're doing okay. I'm doing pretty well. We're here to talk Glossier, right? Now, I'm assuming most of you who are here are familiar with Glossier. You've got a couple products, you know what's going on, and you just want to talk about the recent tea, right? The recent discontinuation of the rest of the Glossier Play products. Now, if you're new to Glossier or new to Glossier Play, I will do my best to summarize everything in the description down below, but for right now, I'm gonna talk to you like you already know what's going on, okay? So if you recently wanted to purchase something off of the Glossier website, that is either their Color Slide eyeliner, their Niteshine highlighter, or their Vinylic Lip lacquer, she's gone. Whew. Like a thief in the night, without a trace. And it seemed like a really low-key disappearance, which, if we're being honest, happens pretty regularly at a lot of different brands. You know, there's not usually this big pomp and circumstance, oh, we're getting rid of this, but it's definitely true to Glossier's character, I guess, for this to be pretty low-key. So I will make sure I have all of the receipts based on what I've seen listed down in the description so that I'm not speaking out of pocket here, but I'm just going off of what I know. A girlfriend of mine texted me the other day and she was like, hey, Play is completely gone from the website. I tried looking it up and it's not even there. And I was like, that's weird. What the heck? They just launched and extended shades in both the Vinylic Lip and the Color Slide within the last like 6 months. That's so weird. So I looked it up for myself and lo and behold, they were gone. And I got curious, but I wasn't surprised. And here's why. After looking it up, apparently Glossier sent out 2 people who have previously bought Play. Now I'm not sure what the time frame is that you had to have purchased it in for you to be on the list for them to send this email to, but they basically said, hey, it shows that you've bought Glossier Play before and we want to let you know that we're discontinuing as of January 4th of 2021. So you have until then to make your purchases of whatever you want, but then she's gone. I think this was around mid-December 2020 that this was sent out. So there was a little bit of a heads up to a select group of people. So okay, a handful of people already know about this, but you might be wondering why this happened, especially after they recently extended the shade ranges for, again, 2 of their products, the Color Slide and their Vinylic Lip, again, within the last like 6-ish months. This threw me off too because I was surprised. Really, the long and short of it, it just seems that Glossier Play, ever since it launched, has been under fire. One, because it didn't make sense. Glossier is known to be a very natural makeup, you know, your skin but better, light, easy, effortless makeup and skincare product brand. And then they come out with Play that's full color, it's disco-y, it's super intense, it's not something that you normally would associate with Glossier, but they just wanted to branch out and offer more dialed up extras. That's what they called it. They had their Glitter Gelees. They really wanted to make this like going out makeup. And the launch just didn't hit as well as I think they wanted it to. So basically from the jump, they were doing a lot of backtracking and trying to figure out how they could make Play last as long as they could. But there was already backlash when people started to receive the products because of the excessive packaging. The products would come wrapped in a wrapper inside of a cardboard box, and the wrapper itself just seemed, like I said, excessive, but Glossier really wanted it to be like a treat. They wanted it to be like opening candy, like a really fun experience. So the thought was there, but the delivery just didn't really hit with consumers, especially people who wanted Glossier to be more sustainably minded, and that was really, really missing the mark. And then even before that, the Glitter Gelees, these really cute gel-based glitter pigments that you could just put all over your face, were already under fire before they even came out because they weren't bio-based glitter. People were just like, why create glitter when people are already basically canceling brands and putting them under fire because it's harmful to the environment, it just doesn't make sense, there's just too much glitter out there. You could totally have made bio glitter. So Glossier took note on both of those issues. Eventually they started to scale back their packaging and took away the foil wrapper and just put things in their regular cardboard box. I think they even made some of them recyclable. But with the Glitter Gelee, they started to scale back the sale of it. And I remember working in the store and having all of the messaging basically be like, yep, we are taking it off the shelves. We're gonna sell what we can, what's left, but we're not gonna be producing anymore until we can come back better with a formula that's similar and as effective as the Glitter Gelee, but better for the environment. And I think they just kind of weighed their options, and over time it just didn't make sense for them to relaunch it, and Glitter Gelee just kind of fizzled out. So I think people caught up and started to focus on what was left. So it was the Niteshine, the liquid highlighter, the Vinylic Lip, which is the liquid lip lacquer, and the color slide eyeliners. I think people were starting to understand that Glossier Play was still part of Glossier and that these products were good and fun to use. But I really think even after they made those changes with the packaging and phasing out the Glitter Gelee, that it just still seemed distant and people just weren't buying it as much. I really just think it was an underperforming arm of the company. So my real thoughts on it was just, there were probably still some of the lower performing products, and as a brand that is probably still developing products and wanting to continue to grow and expand their product range and lineup, they just had to kind of weigh their options and see that, well, these aren't really doing that well, so they gotta go. Even if they launched new extensions, new shades fairly recently. So from a brand standpoint, do I get it? Yes. As a consumer, am I kind of bummed? Yes and no, because I realized I could live without the Niteshine. I do have mine. I have mine in Platinum Rose. I think it's lovely, but I have found plenty of other dupes or just other products to use, like I can live without it. Same thing with the Vinylic Lip. I don't really like the packaging or the delivery of the product, but some of the shades were really, really beautiful, and I did enjoy the formula. Another thing that I could kind of live without, you know, there are a jillion lip products out in the market, and I know that Glossier has their other bread and butter products that are just going to continue to do way better. What I am actually sad about is the color slide, the eyeshadows. These were some of my absolute favorite products from the very beginning. It was my favorite part of Play. It was my favorite jump into a Glossier extension and playing with color a little bit more. I think the formulas of them are really nice. I do think they could have improved in some of them, like some of the matte shades have a hard time layering and could get a little crunchy, but overall I just really enjoyed them. That's what I have in my inner corner right now. I actually did a tutorial for this look that I will have linked if this video comes out before that one. Anyway, stay tuned. But I really just hope that they would continue to add shades to this. I wanted to see like 50 shades of color slide. So that's the only thing. But again, there are plenty of eyeliners out there that will get the job done. So generally speaking, I get it. It makes sense, especially remembering my time working at Glossier. I was with the team for 2 years at their LA store, and hearing from HQ as they were coming out with product development and having to remove products that they were selling before, because this isn't the first time that Glossier has had to get rid of products and discontinue them. It's just part of being a brand. I really think it's only shocking to people because the Glossier community is pretty, you know, they have their what's the phrase? They have their ear to the ground. I don't know. It's close-knit and people pay attention and are quick to overanalyze things or just look into things. So it's not that big of a deal. It's pretty popular and pretty standard practice for a lot of brands, especially as they try to be mindful about creating a really well-rounded shopping experience without having so many different products that you start to kind of lose efficacy with the amount of, you know, products that you have. So I get it. I really hope, like they said in the email that they sent to people, that they were discontinuing Play. They said that they were planning to expand their makeup and play with color more. So I trust that. I do think that there will be more to come. I hope it's good. That's always my hope. I just hope that it's good, that it hits, and that it gets the people going, that they take notes from all of the previous launches and the previous feedback, because people just want them to do well, but they also want to do well by the customer. We want our voices to be heard, and ultimately we just want to make sure that we're getting effective products with good ingredients, that their packaging isn't going to harm the environment. So I know Glossier knows that. we'll see what they do. Now is the time to just sit back and see what they come out with. It's a new year. It's been a minute since they've launched something. So something new and revolutionary. So let's just see what they've got on the table. And then we can talk about that when it comes. That's all I have for you beautiful people. I think I've kind of said my piece. If you have any thoughts on it, let me know. If this was shocking to you, if you care, if you were like, good riddance, I never used any of those products anyway, let me know. I'm curious to know your thoughts because I kind of think it's a mixed, from what I've talked about with my friends, I think it's kind of a mixed review, but generally speaking, I think I was more play oriented than a lot of people and maybe like the color slides more than other people that I know. So let me know. Also, any product predictions. I'm really not sure. I'm curious as always. I'm just waiting with hope to be pleasantly surprised, and we'll see when things come out. But until then, please take care, be well, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you so much. Bye.